Hello everyone, my name is John. Today I will tell you how to set up data upload from the Pipedrive CRM system to Simla. This is necessary to automatically transfer new deals from Pipedrive to other systems. For example, in Simla create new orders. Each time a new deal is added to Pipedrive, it is convenient to store, process and interact with them in every possible way in the future. Now let's move on to the setup. First you need to create a new connection. Select Pipedrive as the data source system. Next, you need to select an action, Get Deals New. At this point, you need to connect your Pipedrive account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window, you must specify the domain and API key. In order to get this data, you need to go to your Pipedrive account. Copy domain from address bar. Please note that the domain must be copied without additional characters. Then paste it into the appropriate field in the ApiX-Drive system. Now you need to specify the API key. We return to the Pipedrive system. Go to the Personal Preferences section on the API tab. Copy the API key and paste it into the corresponding field in the ApiX-Drive system. When all the required fields are filled, click Continue. When the connected account is displayed in the list, select it and click Continue. There are no additional settings for the Pipedrive system, so just click Continue. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case, there is no need for this, so we also click Continue. At this stage, you see test data for your transaction from Pipedrive. If everything suits you, click Next. This completes the Pipedrive data source setup. Now you need to move on to setting up data ingestion. Choose Simla as the data receiving system. Next, you need to select an action, Create Order. At this stage, you need to connect your Simla account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window, you must specify the API domain and API key. In order to get them, go to the Simla system. Copy domain from address bar. Please note that you need to copy domain without extra characters. Next, paste it into the required field in the ApiX-Drive service. Now you need to specify the API key. We return to the Simla system. Go to the Settings section, Integration to the tab API Access Keys. Next, click Add. In the Access Type field, select the desired store for which the API key will be generated. Please note that for each store in Simla, you will need to set up a separate integration, as each store must have its own API key. For convenience, we can write comment. Also, make sure all checkboxes are enabled in the Allowed Actions in API section. Then click Save. Copy the API key and paste it into the appropriate field in the ApiX-Drive system. When all the required fields are filled, click Continue. When the connected account is displayed in the list, select it and click Continue. At this stage, first you need to specify the parameters of your order. Next, You need to fill in the fields with variables from Pipedrive. To assign a variable, click on the field and select the required variable from the drop-down list. Please note that you can not only add variables, but also prescribe values manually. When all the necessary data is assigned, click Continue. At this stage, we see the test data that will be sent to Simla. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Simla. Go to your personal account and check the result. If everything suits you, we return to the ApiX-Drive service and continue the configuration. On this, the data reception setup has been successfully completed. Now you need to enable auto-update. Select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.